welcome to Chasing Growth. The purpose is to encourage Christian leaders to get better. When you get better, everybody wins in your organization, your church, your ministry. Everybody who's around you get better because you are getting better. I want to invite you to go to my website, chasinggrowth.org. Please go there, subscribe, share it, tell friends about it, and send me a message, and I will be happy to respond. Today, I want to talk about leadership confidence. And this idea of being a confident leader, a lot of leaders struggle with this because they confuse being confident with being arrogant. And there's a big difference. And I'm going to read you some quotes that probably going to answer the question or the difference between both. This one said, there's a thin line between confidence and arrogance. It's called humility. Confidence smiles, arrogance smirks. Then Simon Sinek said, confidence is believing in yourself. Arrogance is telling others you are better than they are. Confidence inspires, arrogance destroyed. And this one is for Mark Twain, which I love this one because it's very short. It said, a man cannot be comfortable without his own approval. So confidence is this idea of believing in yourself, in your experiences, skills, talent that you have been given, and to put them in action. So in other words, every time you enter into the game, you know that you are capable to win the game. You don't enter into the game thinking, man, I'm going to lose this game. I know how to play this. I know how to do that. I'm physically strong, but I'm going to lose the game. So the idea of confidence is knowing exactly who you are, the skills, the talent, the experience that you have to put it to use, and know that you can win. Know that you can have a good outcome. Now, confidence doesn't mean the absence of fear. And the best way to explain this is, and I believe we all are born with a lot of confidence, and through the year we start losing it because we start listening to people, we start thinking, we live in what other people say about us, and we we don't know how to experience failure, and when we lose, we don't know how to experience that really. And the reality is that I think we all are born with so much confidence. Think about it. When you were learning to walk, you have crazy confidence. You have never walked before, and you will grab yourself from a table and go for the sofa. And many times when you probably try, you don't remember this, of course, but you probably have seen little kids doing it. They stand up, they're holding themselves from a table, and they go for it. I'm sure they were a little fearful. There were these butterflies in their guts, scaring them a little bit, but they still went. They have the confidence, they have the skills to do it, they have the motor skills to go, and they went, and probably they failed. But what happened? What happened to a baby? They stand up again. They learn from the failure. They don't stand there on the ground and they tell the parent, you have to buy a stroller and carry me around for the rest of your life. They stand up, they crawl back, and they go to this place again, and they try again, and eventually start walking. And eventually you have so much confidence walking that today you can be walking every day, no problem, to your job, everywhere, and you're okay. Because you have learned that you are capable. And leaders struggle with this because sometimes the biggest problem they have is that, again, they confuse confidence with arrogance, and then they're not developing that confidence. And how you can develop that confidence is with practice. Is becoming aware of your talents, of your skills, becoming aware of the thing that you're not good at, and the thing that other people is good at, so you can also find that help that you need. But you have to be moving. Movement is life. You have to be moving forward. And let me tell you, you will fail. You're gonna do mistakes. You're gonna do bad decisions. You're gonna do all kind of things. However, the moment that you start moving, you start dying. You have to move. Movement is life. And as a leader, the only way to gain confidence is actually moving forward, regardless of the possible outcomes and what if this, what if that. And when that starts happening in your head, when you start getting the what if this, what if that, what they're going to say, what they're going to think, that's when doubt comes to your mind. Let me tell you, the biggest enemy of confidence is doubting. Doubting of the experience that you have. Sometimes you have to dig deep in your mind and remember how capable you are. How capable you are to do things. How capable you are to lead. How capable you are to make decisions. And you start with small decisions. I mean, You don't have to start with huge decisions. Let me tell you a story. When I was in high school, I decided I'm gonna start surfing. I'm gonna start bodyboarding, and this is in the Pacific Ocean. This is not the Atlantic. You know, now I go to the Atlantic East Coast every year, and my kid playing the waves, and nobody really get hurt. But in the Pacific Ocean, where I come from, the waves will kill you. They're terrible. One time I had a huge accident. I almost died. I saw my life actually going. You know when they say you see your life in a minute before you die? I saw my life in a minute. I saw my mom saying, "Be careful, be careful." The Pacific Ocean is not a joke. It's cold. It's a killer that has no mercy over you. However, when I decided to do that, I thought, I can swim. I swim very well. I'm swimming in high school. I'm in good shape. I understand and respect the ocean. I have been around it for a long time, so why not? But I didn't go. I wasn't arrogant, and I went to the bigger wave where people who have been doing it for years is doing it. I started with a small wave, and then every time when I start looking back and say, "Man, I can do that. I can do that," I start doing more. And that's how confidence increases. The same thing that we talk about the little child learning to walk, increase. However, if you fall into doubt and you start wondering, what if this happened? What if that happened? What if that go wrong? Let me tell you, you will stop moving. And when you stop moving, your confidence will stop growing. You have to make decisions. You have to fall forward. You're gonna do mistakes. But this is the key. Each time that you do that, you're gonna learn. Your skill gonna get better. Your talent's gonna be developed, and you're gonna be a better leader. So the next time when something happens, when a situation comes, you're gonna have more confidence. Let me give you another example. COVID-19. Nobody ever in this generation have the generation that are alive have experienced something like that. So nobody knew what to do. Nobody knew what to do, and of course politicians made a mess of it. And we didn't know what to do. But you know what? When this happened, I was a little bit like, well, you know what? I grew up overseas. I have seen really bad things. I remember thinking, we will be okay. We'll be fine. No, the arrogance, just knowing, because my own experience growing overseas, lacking a lot of things, earthquakes and all kind of stuff. And I thought, we will be okay. However, yeah, there was some fear. But I didn't let that fear, all what it did was just for me to get better in whatever situations and kind of learn and understand what's going on. But it didn't stop me. And shouldn't stop you either. But this is what's going to happen. If in 3 years, 4 years, 10 years from now, when a lot of people who experience COVID is still alive, something similar happen, people won't react the same way, because they're going to look back and say, you know what? We learned from this. We learned from what happened. So now we can go ahead and move forward and be better with more confidence. You won't be as fearful because you will know better about it, how to deal with the situations. That's why when you think about the beginning of the 1900s, all the things they faced, the Spanish flu, World War I, World War II, Great Recession, all that stuff, these people became so confident they can do anything. That's why so many things were invented after that. So many things happened after that, because they have the confidence to own the world and to go for it and do things. But when you don't face anything, when you're stopped by doubt, you're not growing in your confidence. And if you're not growing on your confidence, you're not growing as a leader. You're not moving forward. Movement is life. You are dying. So you have to grow in that confidence. And that confidence comes from looking at your skills, your talents, looking at what you're capable of, and go for it and make decisions and move forward. And sometimes means falling forward. However, you go back, stand up, learn from the mistake, learn from the problem, and go again. And you're going to have more confidence because you're learning through the process. So let me recap all this. Confidence is not the absence of fear or arrogance. Confidence is not this idea that you know it all and you can do it all. But confidence is this silent thing in you that you know you can take care of it. Many of you, your fathers and mothers, you have faced situations that are probably very difficult with kids. Maybe financial situation, maybe physical situation. And when you go over those and you're done with it and something else comes, you face them completely different with huge confidence because you have learned through the process. Leadership is no different. Leadership is no different. You are learning, but the only way that you keep learning confidence is with movement. So Tomorrow, when you have to make a decision, something that make you uncomfortable, maybe you have to tell somebody, you need to have a hard conversation with somebody, or maybe you have to let somebody go, or maybe you need to give somebody a difficult feedback, and you have that fear in your stomach, those butterflies that you don't know, and use that. Take that as a reminder that you're learning from this, that this fear that you're having is this fear that's gonna make you better, that you're gonna grow in your confidence. And hopefully you never get to the point that you think you know it all, and you always have that healthy fear there, so you keep growing, because you know that in this path of growing in confidence, there's always one more step where you can fall. But you also know there's one more step that you can start again, and that's more step that you can give and keep advancing. The key is keep moving forward. That's the only way you're gonna learn in confidence. Like you're trying to make a podcast, you're trying to write a blog, you wanna start a business, you wanna change things, just do it. The only way that you're gonna get better is doing it. I remember when I was just promoted first time to a bigger position, and I didn't have the experience necessarily in that position, but you know what? Whatever I experienced before prepared me for this, and I didn't take it for granted. I used everything that happened to me, personal experience, everything, to gain that confidence and know that I can make it happen. Now, this is if you're not a Christian, you're not get this, but let me tell you, if you're a Christian, you can be fearless. You can be courageous, the Bible said. Why? Because you have somebody who's so big behind you. You have somebody, it's not that you're walking by yourself. Never, you never walk alone. So that actually should fulfill you with confidence. If it came to you, if this opportunity, this job, this new idea, these things came to you, let me tell you, there's a reason. Just go for it, and you're gonna learn through the process. You're not alone. You're not walking alone, and you're gonna grow in your confidence. I just want to encourage you, because a lot of time I just see people with so much potential, so many skills, so much talent, but they just lack the confidence in all those things in themselves to move forward, and to change the world, and to change the surroundings, and to make this world a little bit better. So I just want to encourage you. Have confidence, start gaining it, start getting better, start growing in that. Look the past, look all the things that you have getting over, all the things that you have going through. I remember talking with somebody, and they're very low, they're very feeling bad about themselves and blah, blah, and I told them, hey, wait a second. Think about all the things that you have gone through, all the things that you have overcome in your life. And there were many things. You got to reach back to those things, take them as a treasure, and see, man, these things are a skill, these things are talent, these memories will make me strong. This thing that I went through will help me to walk this new path, and you go for it. But do not stop moving. Do not believe doubts. Keep moving. Movement is life. That's the challenge for this week. God bless you. Have a great week. And again, don't grow in that confidence. Don't give up to it. And for leadership confidence is crucial. Make decision, move forward, go for it. God bless you. Have a good week.